Today we're going to take a look at some of the most common gear mistakes in football. Now, if you do these things, you're technically not wrong, and you can totally do it, but I just think that some of these things might be missed opportunities to get even more out of your gear. So let's try and avoid these mistakes and optimize your playing experience instead. Now, the first common thing that you can optimize is if you're not doing anything with your laces. And there are many tricks to give you a more custom fit depending on what you need. But for footballers, the runner's loop is always great, as it gives you a bit more stability and lockdown in the midfoot and heel. And sure, you can use the OG way of lacing your boots, but why not squeeze a little more performance out of them if you can? Now, to do this, instead of crossing the last part of the laces, you make a small loop on each side, going in and out of the last two holes on the side, and then you bring the laces through the loops on the other side. And bam, you're locked in. Secondly, I want to talk to you about your football socks, because regular match socks these days are okay. Again, you can wear them and it will be fine. But I can't be the only one who hates the feel of a stiff, synthetic, maybe loose pair of match socks. For me, the best way is to get a pair of super high quality training socks. That could be a normal training sock or a dedicated football grip sock. Because what you get here is a much higher quality sock with a much more comfortable plush fit, and arguably also a better, tighter fit. And if you go with grip socks, you'll also get the added benefit of eliminating slippage inside the boot, ensuring an even better fit when you move around, and a much more responsive sensation on top of that. And for instance, on the light guard socks here, there's also a little bit of compression to keep your feet and lower legs fresh. So, seriously guys, do yourself a favor and look at upping your sock game. It's a small change that can make a world of difference. And if you want to know how to use your own socks with your team socks, the video in the pop-up here explains it all very well. Then let's take a look at how you pump your football. Normally, a lot of people would probably be used to playing with a ball in the garden or at the schoolyard, which isn't fully inflated. And again, you can do that, but why not train the way you play in matches? For me, there's nothing worse than using this semi-deflated ball. Little bit flat, little bit annoying to strike. So I always try to go for the official standards for pumping the ball of around 0.8 to 1.1 bar. And if you want to check that you have the right pressure, there's this little tool which can be your best friend and is frankly also the best way to check it. Whatever you do, don't do the bounce test. It's just not very precise. And if you don't have the pressure meter, the squeeze test is better, where you develop a feeling of how firm the ball should be for it to be optimally pumped. But getting a firm feedback after pushing a few millimeters in sounds like a good starting point. What about Baselayer then? Do you use it? Well, cool, that's up to you. But what if I told you that Baselayer can not only add a nice layer of compression to both your upper body and your legs, but also, more essentially, either cool you down when it's hot and humid or keep you warm and dry when it's cold outside? Does that sound good? Well, it is, and to be honest, I never play without Baselayer. Now, I can really recommend the Light Guard Protect compression shorts, and then a Baselayer top for warm weather and one for the colder periods. And if you do that, you've just about reached a new level of comfort. Trust me on this one. But guys, are there other common gear mistakes or missed opportunities that you see your teammates doing all the time? As always, let me know in the comment section right down below. And then remember, you can buy all of your new football gear via Unisport in the link to your left. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel with the notifications on, and then consider hitting the playlist in the bottom right corner for more amazing football skill tutorials. And with those words, I'll be signing off. Cheerio.